Sports Journey. Sports Journey Network.
You live here at the debut of Capital Punishment. You know, thank all the fans for coming out. You dig? The latest Redskin is here. Check it. First round, second pick, who it's gonna be? I'm here at this draft party. We live at this draft party. First round, second pick. Tell me who it's gonna be. Your boy C-Dub. Thanks for the love. The Redskin linebacker is back. I'm about to introduce two dudes you don't want to bit. First debut of Capital Punishment. One man gang, orangutan, gorilla. KG, call him the cowboy killer. First round, second pick. Who it's gonna be? When I say RG, you say 3. It's on me. Give him good field position. About to beat the hoe in the feast into submission. Everybody bow down when we come in your town. Everybody know I'm from the Flint town. We get down like we was James Brown. SportsJourney.com. It's on and poppin' like Orville, Red, and Baca. C-Dub. Hey. Hey. Hold on. Are we on?
Yeah, we're on.
Oh, now I can hear you.
Yeah, we're on. What's up, man?
That's
Hey.
what's up. That boy wild. That boy wild. That was off the chain.
Was that off the top of the head?
Off the dome.
Man, everything I do off the top. You know what I'm saying?
That boy was fire right
You know,
there.
I just get to spitting.
I hear that.
Chris Wilson.
Chris Wilson. I feel like keep going. This is my song right here. This is my beat right here. But I'm going to give it up.
He's a Redskin now. He's a
yeah.
Redskin officially.
Yeah, we back. We back.
Yeah, I'm on here with my teammates.
Full force now, full force.
I mean, you want to drop some more bars before we get into it?
I don't know. I'm just having fun, man. Look at all these people, man.
Capital Punishment.
Capital Punishment.
Yes, sir.
Capital Punishment in the building. Lorenzo Alexander, the one-man gang. Got the Redskins Disciples thing on. I see that.
Yeah,
Shout out to
my boy Jimmy.
Jimmy Bean.
Yeah.
Kedric Golston right here.
Yeah.
Defensive lineman.
What's up, Lou?
He looking mighty big ever since Zoe got small.
Folks, we're going to be here all night. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to be here for 2 hours and let everybody know that the Redskins fans are excited about. Can you guys say it? Your new teammate in a couple of hours?
Oh, yeah, RG3.
RG3 will be a Washington Redskin, folks. And I think a lot of people in the building right now are excited about that. This show is not about me. It's about these guys. They're going to give you their opinions on their team coming up this year, on what you guys have done in the offseason. You're going to have some of your teammates out here. Chris Wilson, who you heard, freestyling coming in. We're expecting a little bit later Darrell Young. He'll be coming out. Terrence Austin will be coming out. You have Phillip Daniels, now in the as far as the front office.
Chief Zee. He crossed over doing
transitioning.
Chief player development.
Chief Zee.
How you doing?
Yeah, Chief Zee out here.
He'll be on a little bit later. We'll get everybody on. Shout out to Walt Williams, former NBA player.
This fine establishment.
Absolutely.
Big shout out to Walt.
Now look, it's exciting times. I mean, this place right now is absolutely packed. It's buzzing.
I mean, definitely. It's almost like, we finna kick off the season. You see all the RG3 T-shirts and, Sean Taylor jersey, Santana Moss. It's like we pulling up FedEx Field on a Sunday afternoon.
And it's in Maryland.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
Olney.
I'm going to give you a history lesson. I grew up 10 miles, no, not even 10 miles, 10 minutes down the road.
That's what I heard. You played with old Eric Schuster brother.
Yeah, I played with his brother. Absolutely. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah.
I bet.
Oh.
About 50.
Leather helmets.
Now, I didn't want to say this, but Lorenzo, we had a promo running in here earlier when people were coming in called Versus Mode.
Okay.
And Chris, you want to let them know what happened in that Versus Mode?
I will not. You got to come watch. You got to watch the whole episode.
Which episode was it?
Bowling.
Okay.
It was.
You didn't do that. You can't talk trash on somebody else's marriage.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm coming out. I'm coming out.
Where you at?
See, I have my own trash talking going on.
Don't get the end in the way.
I have a 3-point contest coming. So you gonna get in that?
I'll get in that. You can't shoot.
Oh my gosh!
Because you play basketball.
Somebody going home.
You was a point guard, not the shooting guard. Point guard used to dish you.
I don't know. He grew up in the suburbs.
I was.
He had a shooting coach. He grew up with a shooting coach.
Nice,
Right.
Well, let me rephrase this.
Just had to drive
Let me rephrase this. We moved out to Silver Spring when I was 13, so just want to let y'all know. Northeast Washington, D.C. in the building. See, that's messed up. See, what's that supposed to mean? If you did grow up in the suburbs,
you had a
it's
shooting
a beautiful
coach.
thing. You had a shooting coach.
Inner city is
Ain't nothing wrong with
athletes.
it.
see, here we go. Here we
You had
go.
access.
Suburbs is jumpers,
Here we
Extra
go.
access.
jumpers and
But
screens.
see, I think they showing you how they do it in the suburbs, though.
Oh, they
Oh, they
come out
doing
and
big.
support.
Hey, they doing it big,
Maryland
man.
style.
There's much love out here.
Oh, yeah.
Maryland.
I
See,
ain't nothing
Greene
against
Turtle.
Maryland. Nothing against the suburbs. We just stating the facts.
I think it's Walt
We're proud
Williams.
that you had a shooting coach.
That's all right, man. I still shoot today. Eyes closed, it's going in. I played with some of y'all over the summer.
Okay.
Yeah, and they were tweeting it. I'm gonna have to pull up that tweet on there.
That's cool.
Lake Lewis got game at 40. Yeah.
That's all right. You didn't have
What
nobody
that-
locking you down.
what
See,
that
I
next
want
day
to play
look like?
one-on-one.
Who win the game?
I want to wear you out.
I wanna
What
know
about
that.
day two
No, I'm
of
gonna,
basketball?
no, I'm gonna be
Right,
honest
yeah,
with you. It wasn't
yeah.
even day
You
two.
sore.
It was that night.
Right.
You remember?
In there.
I limped up on the show.
Wife rubbing you down.
Epsom salt
Rubbing
and
alcohol.
alcohol.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
done clogged up your bathroom jacuzzi. Putting all that
I
Epsom
was
salt in
I was a little hurt. See, that's messed up, man.
Messing it up.
See, this is what we're gonna do on capital punishment, folks. These guys, they're silly, and as you see, they're wrong too. But we'll get into that a little bit later. I do want to do on a serious note.
Yeah.
I got to give you guys a big shout out, no joke, and I got to give you a shout out because my boy Chris is standing behind me, back on the team.
Oh, yes.
And I think it needs to be mentioned that you guys went to bat for your boy, and I know that didn't go unnoticed out of Redskins Park. So. Congrats.
Yeah.
I hope I had something to do with it, but I don't know.
I'm trying to get a piece of that signing bonus or something that he get.
Yeah, I'ma give him a piece.
A little dinner or something,
Small
I
piece.
don't want a big piece.
I mean,
I don't want a
I'm
big
gonna
piece.
give him a small piece.
I think the best thing about it is to bring up one of the legends.
Get a
Chris
steak
Wilson
dinner.
he's a core Redskin, like Coach Gibbs used to say.
Right.
He's a Redskin. He's one of the guys that puts it out there on the line for that. So
And that's
he was
why,
he's definitely a
And
piece
just-
of the puzzle where we need to go. We needed him to get where we needed to be.
Yeah.
And just to interject on how true that is, like you know when you
I listen. I think we need some background.
Right.
Chris
You know he wasn't
Wilson
going to be quiet on that.
No.
His nickname is Booby.
Oh man.
Yeah.
From Friday Night Lights. Booby
Right.
Miles. So if you want to win, put Booby in.
Right.
Come on, man.
I got to give you the history.
I don't want to give you no trivia question.
I know.
here we
I already
go.
know. What's the last Redskin that had a sack
All right, let me say
in the playoff?
Let me say what I was about to say though.
Who is it? Go ahead.
That's a question for the fans. Whoever can answer that get $100 Monopoly dollars. But
I don't know how many times I've heard that trivia question from him.
hey,
Yeah.
All the
That's
time.
his go-to.
no,
All the time.
But seriously, just to interject on how true that is, man. I went to these other organizations and I had to say what I had to say, being a free agent, but it just wasn't the same.
Why wasn't it the same?
Because wasn't nobody head busting. Just the emphasis was different. The structure was different. The teammates was different. And, it was just, I felt like I was a Redskin and putting everything in perspective, sitting out. My first decision was truly to come here and come back. So I do want to thank you guys because stuff like that goes because of the core group and because of how tight a knit we are. And that's only going to carry over to the field. So I'm very excited about this season.
I think a lot of people don't really understand, too, that, you guys are friends outside of being teammates. You're friends first before teammates.
Oh, most definitely.
Sometimes people look at it like guys have it made and, you don't have to look out for the next person. But just being around you guys out at the park and covering you guys, I can say with a straight face, the Redskins probably have one of the better team atmospheres that I've seen.
Right.
And I think that gets overshadowed because we've had come on some difficult times in the past, but we have great leaders on the teams with guys like Lorenzo, London, older guys that have went on like Phillip Daniels. We are a tight knit group.
Real old guys like Phillip
So
Daniels.
sometimes that look.
He might be older than you.
Phillip is close. He look older than me though. That's for sure.
I don't know, man.
So how
You
Phillip
see all
look?
that chest on Phillip?
Yeah.
That boy still got a 56 coat.
He got two people standing in
That's
front
what
of him.
old look like. I don't know.
Look like he got two people standing in front of him. That joker got bigger since he played.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. You know, he in that weight room all the time
powerlifting.
lifting. He was trying to figure out how to get down there today, sneak down there and
He
get some
probably
in.
upped his protein
Right.
intake.
Yeah, he look a little better since
he
he was
ain't
in that
playing.
movie. Since he was in that movie, we got hit with that brick.
Get him off you, Big Phil. Get him off you. Oh, you can't hear it?
He can't
Oh
get us
yeah,
off.
we on 'em.
they gotta turn it up in their system on
Oh,
here.
okay.
But we have our people in our chat box. We'll get to them a little bit throughout tonight's show. Now also, you know, the big news of the night, of course, is the fact that RG3 is going to be joining here. Joining this team, and Zoe, we've talked about it several times as far as what can this guy bring to the table, but I think what he brings to DC is, honestly, it's a little bigger than football right now.
Yeah.
I mean, you look out here right now, it is
Excitement.
you guys aren't drafted, and can I borrow one from you?
Yeah, you can borrow. Hey, as long as you quote me on that, you can borrow whatever you want.
Yeah, he did. He came up with a nice
Right.
saying. He said the Redskins aren't drafting just a great football player; they're drafting a rock star.
Oh, yeah, most
A
definitely.
celebrity.
Will
You
they?
can see it. His personality is just, he's so outgoing, so upfront. I think he loves to be in the spotlight, and he handles it so well. Humble guy, very articulate, and he brings all those different elements to the game, outside of just being a great athlete, that I think energizes the fan base about who he is and what he represents.
Now, let's be upfront. I know you guys wouldn't have that problem, but I mean, we're talking about a guy that's never taken a snap, that's going to come in, and we know, franchise quarterback, he is the face of the organization now.
True.
Do you think that there could be some envy on some people's parts, or
Who?
I'm just saying,
Where?
hey,
From who?
Not on this
I mean,
team.
I think
Yeah.
he's definitely going to come in. You can tell he's a guy that wants to earn the respect of his peers, but on the flip side of it, you can tell he's comfortable in his own skin. So,
Right.
tough times will come with any young player, rookie player, but he's confident enough in his own abilities and himself, on and off the field, to endure that and to become a successful NFL quarterback. Now it's up to us as the veterans on the team to help carry him and make that process as smooth as possible.
Exactly.
But that's why we got to pick him up, because he is a rock star, but he's a baby.
Yeah.
And he's our baby.
And
Take care of him.
if there's anybody on the team that's envious of what he has because of what he's done in college and coming in at number one or number 2 pick, they worried about where they at on the team. They're confident in their ability.
right.
See, in the NFL, it's always going to be the next guy that comes in and try to take his spot, whether he's the number 2 pick or some free agent come out of nowhere. You got to be confident in what you've done, the work you've put in to go out there and show out, because you can't worry about what anybody else is doing. All you got to do is take care of yourself, and I think the majority of our locker room thinks that way. It's not about let me tell this dude the wrong thing so he looks bad or he doesn't do as well so I can still be on this football team and have my spot. And I think that's one of the great things I like about all the guys, because I've never seen that. You hear about that stuff going around the league, but that's never happened in my 7 years.
Yeah, 'cause it's whack.
Well, he said something though the other day that I was thinking to myself when he said it. I was like, man, this guy knows how to say all the right things.
Oh,
He
yeah.
said
And it's genuine.
he's excited about coming here. He said because we already have a great defense.
Right.
And I'm thinking, man, I know you guys are just chest sticking out and all that stuff.
You can tell he understands football, and football is a team sport. So even no matter how great the offense is, you still have to turn it over to the defense. So he understands he's not here to quote-unquote save us. He's here to be a piece of that puzzle to help us become a better football team and win Super Bowls.
Yeah,
Hey, and I just want to go on record and speak to RG3 through these cameras. You will have good field position. We guarantee it.
Boy, took his glasses off for that.
Yeah.
Make eye
You
contact.
will have good field
It looked
position.
right in the camera and did it strong. Hey, listen.
Yeah, we represent the teams and the D too.
Yeah, we go hard.
Yeah.
Listen, this is probably the most exciting I think I've ever seen the fan base since I've come back from Florida. I can't compare this. Just to see the fans, they're excited. You guys as players, I mean, do you feel like you have an extra, pep in your step in the building now, just knowing what this guy possibly could do?
Being in the league 8 years now, it's kind of hard to say that. I mean, we still got to go out there and play these games.
It's still
now.
a team sport.
Right. We got to still go out there and show out. Yeah, does he bring excitement? Are we excited about what he can bring to the quarterback position and help us win games? Yes, but it's not like I'm any extra excited than I would be any other year. because my success and the way I'm driven is not based on what he's able to bring to the team. I'm going to do my thing regardless, and I'm excited regardless of whatever he's back there.
Gang member.
That's how you got to approach the game. You can't be excited just because we got now we have a guy that can be a franchise quarterback.
I think even on a different note, the excitement should come from being a third year in the same system with Mike Shanahan going to his third year. I mean, that's the first time we've had that since I've been here and you've been here. Is that we have the same
third year,
same head coach. So now this is the time we'll be able to see the fruits of our labor with all when we laid the foundation these first 2 years. Now we'll be able to go out and reap some of that benefit.
Right. I mean, this is what I think a lot of fans were expecting. I mean, as far as moving up in the draft, I heard someone tell me earlier they gave up too much to move up, and I'm thinking, you're not guaranteed anything with a pick.
Exactly.
Period.
Right.
And I think the three of you gentlemen can prove to people you don't have to be a number one pick to succeed either.
No, you don't.
But when you get a pick that's technically a number one pick, and a guy that, let's face it, you haven't seen anything like this in a long time in college football. For the magnitude of what he can bring to DC, I don't know. I'm afraid to say, the sky's the limit. But because you got to prove it.
Right. See, he's the type of guy that's going to be good. He's going to be a good quarterback in the league. What we need to see is he going to be great? Is he going to be elite? Because he has all the tools to do that. And I don't think we gave up too much. It's only a handful of guys you make this move for. You don't make it for every single quarterback that's in the league.
No.
He's a once-in-a-lifetime, or, you got Andrew Luck too this time, but once-in-a-generation type of athlete that combines pocket passing and his athleticism and his intelligence.
And Mike Shanahan, when he's had that kind of talent to work with, he got some rings.
And he said in the past, there's no quarterbacks in this draft that I'm interested in, and then now you see he's interested. So,
well, I think even better than that. I mean, quarterbacks. Anytime you get drafted in the first round, you have the talent to be a great quarterback. But like RG3 said, we got a great defense here. They've put weapons around him on the offensive side to help him succeed. Quarterbacks need things in place to help them succeed. They have to be upright. They got to have great receivers, and they got to have a defense to help them out in times when they struggle. And hopefully he is going to develop into that guy to where, we can get 28, 35 points on the scoreboard week in and week out.
Well, the other thing too is a great quarterback will make linemen look great too. So now, for people talk about the maligned offensive line, which I thought played very well down the stretch. And some of the young guys stepped up.
Willie Smith, there's a lot of guys out there.
I think if you look at some of these young guys coming into year number 2, Maurice Hurt, you look at some of these guys, Willie Smith, as you said, you look at the athleticism they were bringing to the table. Maybe this guy's a better fit for their game too, because now you can do those rollouts, which your offense, as is predicated on.
I think so, and I think he said a very good thing yesterday. Because people are always asking, Shanahan's going to cater the offense to him and make it the way it should be for an RG3 stamp. He said, no. It has to work for that, whatever the strength of the offensive line, myself, and the receiver. So he's including everybody. And those guys right there are going to even be better next year as far as Maurice Hurt and Willie Smith, what they bring, because they have some experience, some reps underneath their belt. Because that's what a lot of young players lack, is just that experience and be able to remember, this is what I do in this situation. This check is what we're going to make. And the more you play, the more you understand and the better you become. So I think our offensive line is great. Everybody wants to dog it. But when you get guys back like Trent, obviously, and you have guys like Willie Smith competing on the right side with Jamal Brown, allowing him to get healthy as well, you're going to be a lot better offensive line. And, of course, you're going to add a couple of pieces here and there.
Well, you get guys from injury, too. Will Montgomery, Corey.
All these guys will be back.
You got Will back, and so you got a group that – and winning cures all. I mean, you look at the last couple years.
You'll limp in the building if you're winning.
Well, not only – I mean, the Steelers won the Super Bowl.
It's the greatest example of that.
Giving up – well, not only that. The last time the Steelers won the Super Bowl, they had the worst offensive line in the league. Statistically, as far as sacks given up, and they won the Super Bowl.
True.
So they'll go down as one of the great Steeler offensive lines just for that simple fact.
But look, folks, right now.
It was the best that year, huh?
We're at Greene Turtle.
Good enough.
They was the best.
Yes, sir, Greene Turtle.
We're at Greene Turtle, Olney, Maryland. We're here for the NFL draft and also the first show with Lorenzo Alexander, Kedric Golston, Capital Punishment right here on Sports Journey. If you're on sportsjourney.com, in the chat box, we will get to you a little bit later on at 8. I'd say about maybe 8:10, 8:15. The pick should be in. I mean, there shouldn't be any delay. They should just run up there to the podium, you know.
First two, it's gonna go right off.
Exactly. So the draft should start really quickly this year. And the NFL Network is here. Had a chance to talk with them earlier. They're excited about us being out here. That's why they came. They actually told me, and I appreciated hearing that. The guy was like, "Yeah, we wanted to be here for your show and for your show." So I talked with them, and they're talking with their LA guys out there in LA, and they're trying to work something out to get you guys live on NFL Network.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah,
so if you close to Olney, Maryland, it's 18101 Town Center Drive, Olney, Maryland. You better get down here so you can be on TV.
When you come from Virginia, you know that address.
Yeah, exactly.
When you come from all the way down there in Ashburn, this is a hike out here, but well worth it, folks. So look, we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, more Capital Punishment right here on the Sports Journey Broadcast Network.
Sports Journey. Sports Journey Network.
Imagine with a simple push of a button, you could be on your way to getting firm, sculpted abs and a sexy waistline with the Contour Core Sculpting System. It's the breakthrough technology that requires no machines, no getting on the floor, no stress, and no strain.
Contour.
The Contour is the real deal.
The secret is Contour's exclusive auto-active muscle toning technology, the digital breakthrough that automatically targets all your abdominal muscles, including your upper abs, lower abs, obliques, and even that stubborn lower belly. Thermographic testing proves Contour activates your entire core. The Contour Core Sculpting System comes with a one-size-fits-all Contour Core Belt, electronic controller with custom digital settings, batteries, and a 1-year warranty, plus an instructional guide and sensible eating plan. And it's all yours to try for 30 days for just $14.95. There's never been an easier, more effective way to get great-looking abs. So call and order right now.
Let me tell you some of the reasons people get into trouble with credit cards. A job loss or salary cut, an unexpected expense, a divorce. As founder of Consolidated Credit, I understand that credit card problems are not about overspending. It's about emergencies and unexpected situations. There's a lot of ways to get into trouble with debt. There's only one trusted way to get out. Consolidated Credit.
Call Consolidated Credit now.
1-800-445-1912.
Attention if you have diabetes.
Hello, I'm Alan Thicke. As the father of a child with diabetes, it's important that I keep up to date with the latest in treatments and technology. That's why I'm happy to tell you about a breakthrough in diabetes care through CCS Medical. You don't need to stick your fingers anymore. This new meter allows you to test on your arm, so it's virtually pain-free. Plus, it uses gold test strips. Real laser-etched gold in every strip provides the ideal testing surface for one of the most accurate readings possible. Best of all, CCS Medical can send you this meter at no cost. With CCS Medical, they deliver your diabetes supplies to your home. They work with Medicare or your insurance to process the paperwork. They even have nurses certified in diabetes available to answer questions. And for a limited time, CCS Medical will also send you a diabetes ID bracelet. All this from a company trusted and recommended by thousands of doctors around the country. Call CCS Medical today.
Car owners, does your vehicle have less than 120,000 miles on it? Is it less than 10 years old? Is your current auto warranty about to expire? Well, Cover America Auto Care has a very special offer just for you. With current economic conditions causing bankruptcies and a downturn in new car sales, Cover America Auto Care now offers inexpensive mechanical breakdown coverage direct to the public. You can save thousands of dollars on auto repairs. A toll-free line has been made available so car owners can call and get a free no-obligation quote. This auto protection is backed by an A-rated insurance carrier. Plus, you get a claims department that has an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau. 24-hour emergency roadside assistance is also included. You will be amazed at how much you can save on future car repair bills. So call for your free, no-obligation quote now. Do not wait. Get covered today and rest easy tonight.
Sports Journey. Sports Journey Network.
You know,
man, Jeezy.
Yeah, one man gang. You know,
it ain't just football; it's everything.
Antoine Randall.
That's right. That's me. Getting ready to lay it down and get it done.
Bowling. You know, I do a little bit of everything. Bowling is probably my best game that I have.
You're gonna see it go down today.
Consistency. That's what it's all about.
You know, Lorenzo, he's got a good game, but sometimes he rolls the ball right off in the gutter.
There's practice players and there's game day performance. You know, I'm one of those guys when the lights come on, that's when my best game comes out, so I'm ready to go.
I do big things in big games. This is a big game. So get ready. If you ain't heard it, you'll see it. And you definitely gonna feel it.
You're listening to the Sports Journey Broadcast Network. Sports Journey Broadcast Network.
All right, folks, welcome back. Sports Journey Broadcast Network. Capital Punishment.
In the building.
Kedric Golston. Lorenzo Alexander. We got a lot of stuff going on, folks. I'm sorry about all the stuff going on behind me, but you see a big old,
big man behind
big old bear behind me right now.
This on? Okay.
Oh yeah, you on? I got people calling me from different areas. Yeah.
When they go back on, I'll get one.
I'm sorry, fellas. It's just this is an abnormal night for us, you know.
Not at all.
Hey, man. Good, though. Control chaos.
Yeah, it's total chaos for your first show. I mean, look at all these fans you have, and you got your teammates out here, and everybody.
Fans are definitely in the building. Got Big Phil Daniels. I like to call him, a.k.a. Uncle Phil.
Everybody wants to get on.
Georgia boy, you know, got a rep.
That's my special name from him, man.
Red clay pumping through his veins.
Hey, you can't have it no other way, man.
Now I gotta ask you, when you were down there, did you know about this guy? Did you hear about the legend of Phillip Daniels?
He was a ghost. You only seen him on the walls, you know. And then for me to come up here and be able to play 4 years with the guy, I mean, it was an amazing.
Well,
now Big Phil got much love back in GA. You know, he did his thing while he was there.
But this is the question. I'm gonna put you on the spot because you told me earlier you don't get nervous or anything like that. Well, this is a question that should make you nervous. Who's the better player, Georgia?
Me or Phil?
Yeah, who was a better player?
Well, Phil got drafted higher than me, so I'll say Phil. We was the better team.
Phil get drafted.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. That was a good answer, though.
When you get drafted, what year was it? Like 1976?
96.
Okay, 96.
The same year Atlanta had the Olympics.
No, they had it after that, but we're close.
You was there, weren't you?
Huh?
Did you go to the Olympics?
No, I didn't go, man. I was in Seattle, man. I was too far away. I wanted to go, though.
See, this is where we're going to have some fun now, folks. This is perfect segment to do this. Lorenzo Alexander, who has the best college football in the country?
The Pac.
Oh.
The Pac-12.
Listen.
West Coast, baby.
Listen,
we do it all day. They want to hate on us, but they know the most athletic guy on the team is from where? The Pac. Me. Get it. Kill it.
Oh.
Can't nobody else claim it but me. The Pac-12, baby.
But when you say that, though, I mean.
No, we play it, baby. It's all good. They want to hate. Y'all got all the teams, some good teams and stuff. But
I'll tell you what.
Let's just be real, man. Let's keep it real right here. We play good football. Only issue I got is people just want to hate on us consistently.
I tell you this. Coming up from the South, playing in the SEC.
Yeah, that's all you see.
Arguably, people say it's the best. You know, it's like semi-pro football. I had no respect for the Pac-10 before I met guys like Lorenzo,
Andre.
Maurice Jones-Drew,
Andre Carter,
guys
Marshawn Lynch, Deshaun Jackson.
So it's good.
We can keep going.
I tell you this. It's great.
He said we can keep going.
Yeah, we got quarterbacks.
And listen to who he's naming, which is going to bring me to my next.
All the Bay Area people, baby. All the Bay.
They got. You know what separates the SEC from the rest of college football is the linemen. We big, strong, and nasty.
Yeah, always.
And you can't argue with that.
I guess.
Hey, okay, check this out. And this draft tonight, SEC guys will be more SEC guys than any other.
But that doesn't matter, though. That's all political.
Well, that's every year, though.
The scouts don't get to see the catch in the West Coast play.
That's every year.
That's the scouts that don't get to see him play.
You can't use that as an excuse. They don't
Yeah, I
get to see
do.
him play.
Yeah, it's a bias. The people that make a decision, most of these guys are from the SEC, the ACC. They don't respect California football and West Coast football.
Why is that, though?
I don't know. They think we soft. The last thing I looked at,
I have to agree with them a little bit.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm Big Ten. We Big Ten. I'm Big Ten.
Y'all big and slow.
We like
League is slow.
And you don't hear him arguing about that.
Nah, you're right. You're right. It is big and
But
slow.
I tell you what, y'all are strong.
It's
Now,
real.
weightlifting competition, y'all gonna win.
Always.
When it come between the white lines.
You know the difference between the SEC and the Big Ten, seriously?
No, it better not be nothing educational or cheating or any of that.
Well, I mean, I can't say it then. I can't say it then because I was going to say, y'all, it's some serious cheating going on.
Oh, yeah, it is.
No, the Big Ten has scandals.
That's true.
Let's not talk
That's
about
very true.
giving somebody $50. We talking
very
about major
true.
scandals.
That's my school, man. That's messed up.
Listen, hey.
That's wrong.
Oh, you in the heart of one.
That's wrong, man. That's wrong.
I ain't gonna even
That's
touch
very
that.
true.
Now,
That's wrong
I tell you what, though.
Yeah, it was.
Pac-10 has more tradition in the SEC. Oh, come on. That's not even for debate.
I don't think I can answer that and feel right about answering that.
USC and all the Heisman Trophy winners from going back to the 60s.
Okay, it's just like Notre Dame used to be. That was the only team that was on TV.
But Notre Dame not in the conference, so they don't matter. Sorry.
But what I'm saying is you had USC, Notre Dame, Penn State. Right. Those were the teams that were on TV. So
good old days.
Of course, all the great players were going to go to those schools.
Right.
Nowadays, you find guys everywhere.
Okay, then. So what you saying? The Pac-12 can play some football then. We got guys going everywhere.
Of course.
So you've answered my question. I appreciate that.
Thank you. There are players everywhere.
Thank you.
There are players everywhere.
Thank you. I appreciate it. All I want is a little respect.
All we got to do
get no respect in the locker room.
I mean, you hear it nonstop. We even got coaches on our staff to talk about the SEC is the best conference.
Yeah, but what are they? They old school. They older generation.
That's how we
play. They brainwashed.
But SEC, you don't have to be on TV but one time and they find you. They know you. They know you're a good player.
Do you think that? I mean,
SEC,
are you
don't have to be on TV but one time. They know it already.
There's a lot of hype around it. I know a lot of guys that came out and busted at the SEC.
That's true. That's true. That's every conference, though. That's every conference.
The fact of the matter is, either you got it or you don't. Either you got the dog.
But you guys didn't answer my question though. The question was real simple. The question was, does the Pac-10 have more history than the SEC?
Oh, if you want, sure.
We'll give you that.
Oh, you gonna give me that? You gonna give me that?
We talking about body bags.
Yeah, we'll give you that.
History.
Oh,
they ain't got history not on the field.
It's all good.
Okay, who's the greatest player? I'm just asking. Who would you say is like one of the one or two greatest players in the SEC that you guys know about?
Tim Tebow.
There you go.
Herschel Walker. Bo Jackson.
Tebow. You really put Tim. You talking on the college level?
No, college level. You can't take that from him. You can't take that from him.
Bo Jackson. Champ Bailey.
Ooh. Yeah, that's ugly.
Man, you can go on and on for every time.
But you say Bo Jackson. Couldn't you say O.J. Simpson? Pac-10.
You got to say O.J. Simpson.
Elway.
But who? Elway. You got to say Elway.
I mean, it's a lot of cats. I mean, they came out everywhere. Everybody got great cats.
We'll throw Terrell Davis in there.
So what about
together?
But see, now I don't count Terrell Davis. I don't count Terrell Davis. You know why?
Why?
Because he's one of my favorite players of all time. He's a Hall of Famer in my opinion. But that's NFL level. Terrell Davis at Denver was not. No one knew this guy was going to be like that at Georgia.
Yeah, but so you take away Tom Brady. So
I mean, people thought Garrison Hurst was better than Terrell Davis.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you
played with him, didn't you?
If you name,
with both
that's
of them.
Okay.
It's two different levels. We're talking about college body of work.
TD's been out the league going on year 2.
I played with both of those guys. Garrison was a senior.
Garrison was nice.
He brought those guys in. He was a host to recruits.
That's who
Actually, Max Strong was my host.
He aging himself right now.
Strong.
Woo.
Max Strong was my host.
Who was your quarterback when you were at Georgia?
Eric Zara.
Oh my goodness!
Mike Bobo was
Eric
quarterback.
Zire.
Yeah, he was quarterback also.
Eric Zire was nice.
Yeah,
he went to Cleveland. That's what happened.
Yeah.
So
I killed him.
Well, look, it's the
Let me tell you who my quarterback was.
Who?
Aaron Rodgers. That's who my quarterback was at Cal.
Oh, he didn't do nothing until you got to.
Well, you crazy?
No.
You out of your mind? You out of your mind? Phil, you out of your mind? Come on now, man! Don't tell me that.
I'm trying to start an argument.
Hey, listen, because you played under Jeff Tefford.
Yeah, he's still there.
So they were throwing that ball around.
Throwing it around.
Now this is what Jeff Little hosted.
None of them receivers in the league.
Yeah, but that's what I was going to say. I was hosting L.A. We were having this conversation. We couldn't figure it out. So one of your teammates, Jeff, he comes on at 9 tonight so he can help us out. Who was the receiver that was a big receiver? I think it was African last name, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. What happened to him?
He was at Cal, and he was supposed to be big time in the NFL.
We had Jonathan McConaughey, Chase Lyman. Who else do we have? Jeff MacArthur. You talking about not receiver? You talking about Joe Echemandu?
Yeah,
the running back, big running back.
Yeah, that's who that was.
He went to the Raiders and kind of fizzled out there.
What happened?
The Raiders.
He was cold.
Cal.
He was cold.
Rushing yards, J.J. Anderson, 2,000 yards. You know, we got cats that come out and do stuff.
He said it was Cal. He said that was the problem.
Yeah, right. I'm always running over cats. Woo, that was a big back. He was nice. I don't know what happened. I don't know. He could have been nice. He was like a Jacobs body.
You can't just keep running people over though. You have to run by him.
Yeah, man,
Jacobs do?
You do. You can't.
He keep low on that laying that lumber.
Well, if you were super when you get that right there, put him
right.
So I mean, let me ask you, when you guys were getting recruited in college, did you get recruited by any SEC schools?
I could have went anywhere in the country, technically, but you know, I'm more about academics as well. So I just can't go to any old school. I want a great education because I know football wasn't forever.
I'm gonna be honest.
You know, so I decided Cal or Stanford was my number 1 and number 2 choices. So
it was up here.
Yeah.
That's why I
play ball anywhere. You
that's
can
why I
go
went
anywhere.
to Penn State and then Georgetown for grad school. So that's what that was.
And I took a team from 1-11 to 10-2, number 5 in the country. So I like to grow. I just don't like to go somewhere where everybody want to go because it's hot. I want to go and make something. Be part of the process. That's what I like. That's why I'm gonna be a skiing until we get this thing fixed. I like being a part of the process.
You run away from being physical.
Yeah, being physical. Now we know that's the last thing. I'm not gonna even argue with that.
We got to the league now.
We're not even gonna argue
He's
that.
Physical now. He's physical
We're not gonna even argue that.
But that's because guys like me and Kedric on time. He had to follow. He had to follow us.
I tell you, there's certain guys that. You know, if you beat him, you're going to have to beat him every day, no matter what it is. Definitely one of them guys.
Oh, yeah,
I still got scratches underneath my eyes from an incident we had a couple years ago.
Hey, listen.
Oh, this guy, man.
I have never in my life, I'm serious, I know all you guys are competitive. But this guy right here, man, I have never heard him say he can't do something.
We gonna do it, whatever it is.
He's saying he's bowling, he can bowl, he can shoot the jump shot. I want to really see that.
It could be a dancing game on the week. There's some things I don't even think he's interested in half the stuff he competes in. He just loves to compete.
I love it. I hate losing. That's how I was brought up.
Hey, man, that's how I was brought up. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
my wife gets mad at me now because I make my daughter with the ball in her hand.
Right.
She gotta come with it.
Right.
And she gets mad. You've been too rough.
See, I was out there with my son yesterday. He not even 2 yet. Little ball playing soccer, dogging him. He out there crying and pouting.
That might be a little excessive right there.
No, he gotta learn. Because one day he gonna be bigger and badder than me. I know that's coming, so I'm gonna get him all in right now. Just dominating him right now, backing him up, knocking him over.
And then you know what's
gonna
happen?
Be a baller though.
You know what's gonna happen? It's gonna be like when I beat my father the first time. You know what he said? I beat him. I was in 8th grade. My father used to play ball in college too, so in 8th grade I got him.
Right.
Backyard. He came in the house and told my mom. He said it was about time he beat me.
Right.
Like, I'm an old man right now.
Right.
He wouldn't give me any credit. I know you went through that with your son.
I did, man.
It hurt your feelings too, didn't it?
No, actually.
Hold on, Phil. Phil wasn't playing no basketball. Phil was there lifting weights.
Well, he'll beat his son with that.
That's the only thing I can beat him in.
Yeah. You can beat him in that for sure. Yeah, now his son's in Notre Dame, folks. Look, we're right here at Greene Turtle, Olney, Maryland. Great facility. A lot of people here came out to support these guys in their show. They also came out to see the fan reaction of RG3 when he's announced, which I would venture to say probably would be in the next 10, 15 minutes or so.
Right.
I mean, it shouldn't take them long to run up there to the podium. NFL Network's here, as we said, to get the fan reaction, and they're going to have us on cam, so right in front of us. And you might need to move out the way, though. Stand over there when they put that camera over on me.
Oh, don't worry, I'm moving.
Yeah,
I'm gone.
It might look better without
no,
that.
Actually, you stand out next to this red. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all go to the same
They both rocking the red.
You kind of match with this red.
They cat fans. Cat fans. We got cat fans up here.
Like they go to the same barber though.
Oh. Oh, don't worry, yours gonna be gone soon.
Oh, I got this good grain. It's gonna never fall out.
That thing ain't never going nowhere.
He got good grain.
When I purchased this, it came with a lifetime warranty.
He don't want to get hit with the LeBron. LeBron still wearing. You notice LeBron James headband go back.
It get bigger and bigger.
He
got the double headband right now.
He gonna start wearing
You gonna have a bandana on soon.
Oh, man.
Let's cut that stuff off, man. People know. A lot of people try to hang on Beijing, get diet. What you gonna dye your head for?
Chris Wilson was talking to me about that Beijing. I think Carlos Boozer has that right now.
It's a whole bunch of cats that do it. Extra crisp, dark.
He said you had a teammate.
You'll see some guys. No, you'll see some guys on this, coming up here for this draft.
Oh, they Beijing
for the first time. They
right.
Beijing babies.
Yeah.
You know where that started though, right?
Nah, what is that?
The South.
I can see that.
It might have.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
They do every crazy thing down there.
Country down
there. Started in the South.
We make everything happen. That's what it is.
Man, hip hop went down the tubes.
We'll take some dirt. We'll take some dirt.
Stop listening to it.
We'll take some clay dirt and heal you. That's how we do it.
All right. Well, look, folks. The draft is on.
Okay.
The draft is started.
Are they on the clock? I don't see nothing ticking yet.
Well, Cleveland made a trade. They traded the 3rd overall pick to, well, the Vikings traded.
Gave up a lot.
Yeah, they gave up a whole lot for that pick. So it's safe to say that Cleveland is taking Tannehill.
They need a quarterback.
That's got to be.
At 3?
They got McCoy. They're not finna.
They're taking Trent Richardson.
You think they take? But why would you trade up to get him? You could get him.
Because he's going to go 4 probably.
Who's going to go 4?
You think Trent would have gone 4?
Yeah.
They probably going to take the receiver.
You don't draft them, get no running back like that, though.
Nah, you don't move up to get a running back.
They say he every down running back.
Nah, Trent Richardson's a beast, but we know where they going. You know,
right?
SEC thing. He's a beast. He's a beast.
You're not going to go that high. You got McCoy, which was just as good a quarterback as Ryan Tannehill. So if anything, you either going to get Richardson or you going to get Blackman, the receiver out of the
Yeah, Blackman is nice. I'll take him all day. That boy is a beast.
And you didn't need to move up to get him.
You don't necessarily know that.
I mean, I think Colt McCoy is decent.
What pick did they have? What they started at?
Who talking about Cleveland?
Yeah. 5? They were 5. 5. They was right in front of us.
They needed something.
Ooh, it's pumped up. They getting juiced in here now.
Well, getting hyped in here.
Yeah, they got it going on, folks.
If you're down south, you think a fight was going on.
Right.
I'm looking for the exit right now.
You know?
Figure out my way out.
They ready, man. RG3.
No, it's an exciting time. I mean, it's exciting for Andrew Luck. I mean, this is something that like the
Pac-12 guy. Yeah, go ahead. Keep talking about it.
I got something for you.
They're finding this is what they always want to do. This is what we always want to do. Is playing in the NFL. Now those goals are being realized. So you got to be excited for them, especially to be the first pick overall. I mean,
you guys are gonna be watched more now.
Huh?
You guys will be watched more now.
We always needed.
Yeah, I mean that's why we got the Thanksgiving game.
Yeah, but
we got our of course.
Back in Dallas.
Right, exactly.
I mean that's
right.
By the way.
Oh, DC. Yeah. Woo!
It's like we in Landover.
Somewhere in here, a Dallas fan is uncomfortable.
I love it.
They're going to want right there sitting at your table.
Now listen.
Right. No.
Yeah, right at your table.
He's with a Redskins fan, so we want to happen them up.
Yes.
Happen them up.
Yes.
They're calling them out. It's crazy.
They out here pumping.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't seen them this excited in a long time.
I mean, if this doesn't get your adrenaline going, I mean, man.
I mean, the Washington Redskins fans are the best fans. They've had some tough times here. They've been loyal. They stayed around us. We want this same excitement in December and January.
Man, this Dallas fan is in here. You in here at the wrong time. You got to go outside right now.
Yeah, we're kicking all Dallas fans out.
What's that? You got to go outside. You got to go outside.
Wait till your pick comes.
You got to go outside. Outside. Where the security at? Oh, here you got to kick a Dallas fan out of here.
I just want to know if there's a Michael
You can't ruin this moment.
Bryant jersey.
You messing up our moment.
Who you got on? You got Michael Irvin jersey, huh?
It got to be Michael Irvin.
He go way back.
Yeah. That's why he kept it.
I thought that was a Dwayne Thomas jersey or something.
There you go.
And you know what? Was there any question that they were going to take this guy?
No, I mean, there's a lot
all
of
this
smoke.
song and pony show. I
What
mean,
if the Redskins trade the pick?
yeah, right.
That's never gonna happen.
What if they trade the pick?
That's never gonna happen.
That's never.
That ain't gonna happen. They
Where
probably
you
try to
thinking
call
that?
him though. Cleveland probably tried to hit him up. Cause don't Cleveland got 2 number 1s? Trying to hit him up.
I got to ask y'all this question though. You see him in the war room in Indy, and they're in there hugging each other, high fiving each other. Why?
You already knew.
You already knew you were gonna get him.
Because that's what the NFL told them.
Right, they paying for TV.
It's all about
Yeah,
TV.
yes.
Hey, we got to do this. High five.
Yeah.
And see that, you know what the problem with that is? It's so they knew they had this guy 5 months ago.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
They got him, so
He gonna be good for him though. I like him.
Preseason.
Well, listen, we have one of the guys in the building now, right here, Phillip Daniels. Was there any doubt in your mind that RG3 was going to be here?
No doubt. I mean, when they moved up to number 2, you knew there's going to be one of them.
But you remember
but
what?
I knew the coach would probably take Luck. They've been on him so long. He's been the guy for so long. And then, RG3 was the next guy. I kind of figured he's going to be here.
You know what I was worried about, though? Seriously.
What's that?
When Andrew Luck had his workout, you remember. I said the worst scenario possible is he drops back. Oh.
He did say that, too.
Because guess what? You have him hurt. Coach take RG3, and then what?
Take Andrew Luck.
Hurt.
You take it.
Yeah, that's true.
You take it.
That's true.
You just let it
You
rehab.
gonna get that?
That's a learning experience.
You gonna get that Mercedes back because it got a pin in it?
Right. I got that, baby.
Look. I can bump that out right there, man. Take that out of there.
And now you just sit back learning, and the Shanahan's got an scapegoat as far as that goes as well, too.
Well, look, as players,
I'm taking him.
As players, I mean, do you really feel like, because a lot of people say that RG3 is better prepared right now with the team he's going to, because you guys are a much better team, that he's better prepared for stardom right now?
I mean, I think
stardom compared to Andrew Luck?
No. Just because Andrew Luck's going to go to a team where he might have some bumps in the road, and it's going to be okay.
Right. Yeah, I can see that. See what you're talking about. Yeah, RG3. Yeah, RG3.
I mean, I think you look at it where
we're excited over here.
You can look at it where the Colts are pretty much starting over from scratch. They got a whole new front office in. They've released a lot of the players that's been staples in that organization. Whereas us, we've, like I said, put the foundation in place to not say we one piece away, but to bring him in that position to create plays for us to help us be more successful.
Yeah, this is NFL Network once again, folks, here in the building, and you can hear the fans. They want to be on national TV.
Oh yeah, this is awesome. This is awesome.
I mean, it's great. I mean, the fans are always excited, and like I said, hopefully this just carries throughout the whole year with us having a great, successful year.
Might want to get Chris back up here and rap a song for us.
Oh yeah, we gonna get him back on, man. We definitely gonna do that. You still got 45, 50 minutes left. I mean, time's going by too. We're having fun.
Pick
you know what they say.
Clap him up.
And folks out there at sportsjourney.com, let me tell you, if you hear the sound and it's a little hard to hear, we having a hard time hear ourselves. It's that many people in this building. I'm sitting next to Jarman again. How many people would you say in here right now? He can't even hear me asking him that question.
Capacity. Busting out.
Fire marshal need to come up.
Yeah.
He's shell shocked.
Catch us a fire marshal. How many people you think in here right now? All the way to the other side.
About 250, 300.
Oh yeah, we in here.
No, I think you might have more than that.
Well, I forgot about outside, so
yeah.
You might have 100 right here in front of you. So then you think all the way down 2 parts.
You can't see it over there.
Yeah, you can't even see. I say 500. I say 500 in here right now.
Burgundy gold.
And this shows you the vastness.
I'm not counting the Dallas fans, so we might be a little short.
I saw a couple Steelers jerseys in here too. You know how people have to be.
They all right. I'll give them that ass.
No Ravens, man.
One guy told me earlier. He said it is the NFL draft, and I said, but no, not in here tonight though.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
You can go around the corner for that.
Hey, there they go. Man, get excited.
They in here right now.
It's a big time delay.
Shout out to Elliot.
It's a huge.
Radio City, Elliot. Go out there, shot you out. They weren't doing nothing. definitely.
Right. They gotta let them know they filming over there.
Yeah, man.
Let them show what type of passion we got.
Yeah, man. They got to
film myself.
See these guys. I thought you pulled out a brush.
Pull it up.
I thought that was a brush for a second.
No hair. No hair.
Look, folks, it's good to have the guys here in the building. These are guys that, you know, I consider good friends, and, you know, they support what I'm doing here with Sports Journey. And, you know, like I said, to bring Kedric and bring Zoe in to the group, man, you know, I'm really respectful of that. I appreciate you guys wanting to do this, too.
This is awesome. I'm really having a good time.
Yeah, we're going to have fun. You know, I give you a history lesson. Chris Wilson always trying to drop that last man in playoffs and Redskins to get a sack. We know that. But you know, I got a history lesson for you. Who was the first player to ever do a broadcast on the Sports Journey Broadcast Network in Washington, D.C.?
Phillip Daniels.
Yes.
Yep.
No.
Back in here.
What was that, in 87?
Oh, man.
You had the
See,
sports machine.
that's all.
The sports machine.
That's messed up, man.
Go get my switch.
What's that, Larry Michaels?
That's messed up, man. But nah, yeah, matter of fact, the first show you had, Ronaldo Wynn came out, Andre Carter came out, Darrell Young came out, and I had people in there saying, who is that? They ready for him. They ready for him. Andre 2000 right there. That's Andre 2000.
3,000.
3,000.
That's him.
Don't he look like
him? Gonna announce this pick? There you go. Get up, nigga, Dale. Get up there, Joe.
We're going to get quiet and let everybody out there, Sports Journey in the chat box. You're watching it too. You check it out. Here you go. Right here. Here's the pick.
Yes, sir. Gotta clap it up for him.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. Oh, wow.
I hear that.
Who's that little sister? He has a daughter. Anybody know?
We got quiet for the fans so they can hear this. I mean, this is
It's an exciting
it's history.
time.
It's history.
That young man has put in so much hard work to put himself in the situation to be able to be the second pick of the draft. And so, as you see, the fans are going to love him.
Yeah, it's history, folks. And this kid's going to have so much pressure on him from the very beginning.
But the only thing pressure does is bust pipes. You know what I'm saying? So, you can obviously tell that this guy, like I said, went into a situation at Baylor where, pretty much a no-name program brought it to national prominence. And so he has everything that you would need to be successful. I mean, we've had bad years around here, but, like I said before, the foundation's in place. He'll come in and be a part of that. And, the sky's the limit for the Redskins organization. Times are definitely looking up.
Yeah, you can't hear yourself right now.
Right, yeah.
I don't care.
We got Crunk in here.
I mean, seriously, folks, we got some nice equipment. I mean, listen, matter of fact, I just put the little chat box down. I mean, Jarman's in there right now. Can they hear everything okay in the chat box? And you ask them if they can hear us okay? Yeah, Jarman doesn't even hear me asking him the question. Ask people in the chat box if they can hear us okay. Yeah, this is history once again.
They got to get him a bigger hat to fit over the plaques.
Ask me if it sounds okay, because we sound distorted to ourselves. This is the thing. Can you imagine if you are the next pick of the Redskins?
They got some time to die down.
I'm just saying, you just like, this is the RG3 draft.
That dude gonna be happy though. I got drafted. Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you the story. My son was talking. Me and my son DeBarge were talking the other day. And he was like, "Man, I want to play for the Redskins." I said, "Why?" He said, "Man, because RG3 gonna be there, man."
Oh my
That's excited. Everybody excited.
This guy like Michael Jordan, man. I know, Zoe, you didn't agree with me a couple weeks ago when I said this guy is Michael Vick. without the baggage. Let me just say that. I just mean as far as the buzz.
Oh, okay.
Remember when Mike Vick came in the league?
That's the hype. The buzz, that's different.
Right.
Last week we were talking about ability-wise, Vick ability-wise. And I think
he surpasses that.
It's better than Vick coming out of college.
Well, Vick might be a better runner. Vick is a running back, playing quarterback.
Hey, you got the socks on.
He's more of a polished passer than Vick was.
Right.
And he's had great coaching. He's taken that coaching and developed into more of a polished quarterback.
Yeah.
Whereas Vick obviously had the tools to be where we all know Michael Vick is, and especially now that he's in Philadelphia.
Right.
But, he's just more polished coming in at this point in his career.
Yeah.
Now the draft really starts. We've known this for months.
Exactly.
RG3 was going to
That's what I'm saying, though. Because, but I'm saying, imagine if you are,
Tannehill smiling.
I told you that's what they moved up for. I told you they moved up to draft that guy.
But I tell you what, with a guy
they gave up a lot.
They didn't have to, though.
But you got to think about it.
No, they didn't.
They didn't have to move to get him. That's why they didn't. I'm just
Minnesota was 3. They're not going to take a quarterback.
Exactly.
Who they got? Ponder?
They have Colt McCoy.
They got Ponder and Joe Webb.
They got who?
Oh, come on, Joe. Hey, listen, no offense. Y'all my boys, but he did work on y'all.
They moved up.
I think Joe Webb personally should be the starter. I think Joe Webb should be the starter.
They moved up so nobody else could move up.
They beat us because they came in there and started running that option. Dive off stuff that you weren't prepared for.
Because y'all prepare for Ponder.
You got to prepare for that type of stuff.
I'm just saying, they moved up.
I'm just saying.
That's a different animal now.
I think they gave up a lot for this guy.
But if he wins you a Super Bowl, how can you say that?
That's true.
People say the same thing about Eli when it happened.
Do you feel like he's going to win him a Super Bowl?
You don't know that yet.
Did anybody think Tom Brady was going to win the Patriots 3 Super Bowls?
Hey, he Big Ten.
Or Terrell Davis.
He Big Ten.
And he was a 6 or 7 round.
He wasn't Big Ten. He was like 5 because he played half the time in college.
You don't know.
He still was Big Ten, though. We claim that. We claim that in the Big Ten.
Let's talk about all them running backs that came out of Penn State.
Oh man, I played with one.
Y'all can't hurt your own teammate.
Curtis Enos. Curtis Enos.
Oh no, Curtis Enos was a monster in college.
Yeah, for a year.
Hold on, what did he say? In college.
Oh, for a year.
Last time I checked, this one.
Wait. Larry Johnson.
He was a hard running back though.
Larry Johnson was legit.
Exception of Larry Johnson.
You did say that, so I gotta give you somebody else. Franco Harris.
And Evan's not.
Franco Harris.
Evan's not in there because Evan wasn't first.
Franco Harris.
Okay, you got Franco Harris.
Lydell Mitchell. John Cappelletti.
Oh, you two. Hey,
man, you talking about
he too.
Blair Thomas.
For me.
Blair Thomas. He didn't do.
Talking about guys.
Richie Anderson was a Pro Bowl fullback for me. Oh, I got a history lesson for y'all. Richie Anderson played his high school football less than a quarter mile from up this same street.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you just,
That may be explained.
But see, we not known as that. We known it, what y'all do for a living. Linebacker you. That's what we known for.
Y'all had some.
Okay.
And actually, Penn State's actually starting to turn into D-tackle you.
So we got
your position.
D-tackle.
How you say D-tackle?
Jared Odrick.
Oh, no, we got that, Georgia.
He was a defensive end, first of all.
Well, they moved him out there because they shuffle guys around.
All right.
And I'm telling you right now, Devon Still is a baller.
You don't know that, though.
I think he should be.
You said Courtney Brown was a baller.
Right. Hey, who else came out? The kid
he took y'all money.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Courtney Brown.
Did he come out
Tamba
there?
Hali. Yeah, man. Hey, that's Penn State.
He's a baller, but that's a defensive end. It's a whole different monster between that 0 and that 3.
Right.
It's a whole different monster.
It definitely is.
Who's the since we get this competition going again, I see how y'all two do it. I see that.
You're not gonna
they should call this show Gang Up. Gang up on you.
We got a common enemy. We'll go at each other too, but we got common enemy.
What's the hardest position to play on defense?
It depends. What are you talking about? Physically?
What's the most demanding position to play on defense?
I would say middle linebacker.
I would say middle linebacker.
Oh, you gave him that. You gave him that.
He has to.
Yeah.
I mean, London has to do a lot of stuff. You got to make all.
Well, now you do too.
Physical. Yeah, I do too.
And you got to go thump somebody.
Right.
Now look, watch this. That they gave
Trent
up.
Richardson.
They gave up too much for that man right there.
No, they didn't.
Oh no, that's Trent. No,
they didn't.
I'm just. You know what though? They gave up 5 picks
for a running back.
But let me ask you this: what you do? You got a young quarterback. What do you do to help a young quarterback?
You need to get a wide receiver. They should have taken Justin Blackman in Cleveland.
If a wide receiver gets 10 catches a game, that's great. This guy's going to carry the ball 30, 35 times a game.
No, he's not. Not in the league.
Yes, he will.
That back is gone, is died, is gone.
Adrian Peterson ain't that guy?
And Adrian
Where is he at right now?
Yeah, he coming back.
And he's
from
not
injury.
AP either. AP has been hurt the last 2 years.
But this guy ain't got that pounding on his body. You got to think Ingram was there for 2 years.
Yeah, that's true.
You know why they took him seriously? Because you think of his running style. He is a cold weather
They say he the
running
next
back.
Emmitt Smith.
Now he remind me of where
Emmitt Smith
he's
had a
going.
great offensive line in front of him. Let's not forget that.
You know what he reminds me of?
Smith,
This guy remind me of Earl Campbell. No joke.
Most guys
he'll run you over.
Linemen want to run block. It's easy to run block. It's hard to pass block.
Yeah.
So what Cleveland is doing is they're going to get that offensive line together. They're going to help Colt McCoy out. They're going to run the football and play action pass.
But do you think it's easier to get a running back free agency or in the draft and you get lucky as opposed to get a starting wide receiver?
There's always exceptions to the rule. You got guys like Anthony Armstrong that is a big-time receiver who was an undrafted guy playing in the Arena League.
Yeah,
We're talking about
but I'm saying you could get Blackman you need a receiver.
A receiver, a number one big-time receiver than it is a running back.
Absolutely.
Today's NFL, people talk more about scheme than receivers. I mean, you have Larry Fitzgeralds and your Calvin Johnson, but most of the time they say it's the scheme that gets you over.
Nah,
what's going on in the chat box out there?
Yeah.
Anything in the chat box for us? Nah, they just saying who got picked, but I'm with Zoe on this. I love Trent Richardson. I think he's a great back.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's not
He's
good.
a winner, obviously, but Colt McCoy needs somebody to throw the ball to. Bottom line.
But he can't throw the ball on his back.
True. He got my boy out there. My boy Muhammad is out there. Massapua, he's a Georgia guy.
Mo Georgia guy.
Big body. He can,
But the key to a good passing game is a good run game. They got that now. They just need to get the front. Get the people up
But is
front.
their defense any good?
I mean, they drafted for defense last year. They got Big Phil Taylor, formerly of Penn State.
You said we ain't have nothing.
Well, he really came from Baylor.
That's true.
Where's his degree from? Where's that sheet of paper say?
I say
we
Baylor.
don't know where his degree
Oh, hey, listen, don't do that to my school because we do have a 98% graduation rate. That you can't take that away from that.
That's a lot of fadangling there. I don't know about that.
Oh, come on, man. See, why y'all
all them guys leaving early?
That's like the
They
university.
say don't have guys leaving early. They get redshirted. So technically, they've been there 4 years. They've graduated. That's how it's done.
Okay, all right. I don't know.
You know that. Joe, what he did was, bless his heart, bless his soul, that's my dude. I mean, he literally, you had the red shirt. That was the bottom line.
And then he wasn't winning, and then he started playing those puppies.
Dude, I red shirted. I had no choice. Wow, you know.
You couldn't live 225.
You said you let that boy.
That's all right. I was refining that jump shot. That's all that was.
You couldn't live 225. That's why.
You can't shoot with
I was
somebody
a basketball player. I wasn't supposed to live 225.
225.
I didn't need to.
Like, get them dudes off.
Hey, you think Allen Iverson was lifting 225?
Yeah, I think so.
No, he wasn't lifting no 225.
He probably could.
I lifted 225 2-3 times.
How you gonna disrespect that man like that?
That's right.
Disrespect who?
Compare yourself to Allen Iverson.
No. What I'm saying, point guard, point guard, point guard, point guard, point guard.
Allen Iverson, and then you got point guard. It's a big difference.
I mean, you name a point guard in the league. You think John Wall popping 225?
Oh yeah.
I bet you Derek Fisher.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a different breed of person right
there. That's got a body of work. Anybody can do things off of being young. Like you can go out and hit that jumper on day one. What about day two?
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm a Derek Fisher fan. But at any time in his career was Derek Fisher a top 15 point guard in the NBA?
Yes.
Okay, you think so?
Yes.
Top 10?
Yes.
Yeah.
With all the championships he's got.
Real close.
Come on, man. Listen, I'm not knocking his body of work because he's got championships.
It was nice,
but
though.
that's team play.
What about Ron Harper when he was with the Bulls?
I'll go Ron Harper before that.
But that's what I'm saying. He didn't have to do that because he had everybody else. Ron Harper at the Cavaliers was a monster.
So you think Derek Fisher was a top 10 point guard at one time in the NBA?
I don't call myself to be a.
Derek Fisher never truly started as a Laker. You a big Laker fan. He was battling with Van Exel. I mean, he never was like a guy that.
Don't tell me how it started. Right.
Exactly.
But he never, even the years they won championships, he was a fourth quarter clutch guy. He wasn't starting.
He was a 3-point guy.
Robert Horry.
He was a 3-point clutch shooter.
No, I'm saying Derek Fisher was never a starter like that.
How was he not a starter? Who was the starter?
This guy's a diehard Laker fan.
He was a starter, but he was a clutch 3-point shooter.
He wasn't
pretty much what it was. He was a starter.
But he was never entrenched at. He was always rotating with somebody.
No.
He was never the sixth man.
He started.
He started.
I go with Steve Blake, and I'm not saying I go with Steve Blake over him. I'm saying I can look at Steve Blake and say that they were at times switching up on the floor.
Derek Fisher.
He got to come out the game.
He started this year.
Hey, Jeff Little cover the Lakers for us.
Right.
Jeff Little cover the Lakers for us. Was Derek Fisher, in your opinion, a top 10 point guard, and you saw this guy on a nightly basis ever
in his prime,
in the NBA? I'm just asking. This isn't the rip Derek Fisher.
That's fine.
Because he got, what, 6 rings?
When you win it, you get something
right.
Oh, I got a question. I got a question for you guys since you're trying to show your versatility here. We were just talking about this, Jarman and me. Chris Wilson brought it up, matter of fact. He said that he thought Russell Westbrook was faster than John Wall. That's what he said. I want your opinions on that.
I don't necessarily
know. No.
I think they'll both be blazing, though.
He's more athletic, yes.
I mean, that's hard to tell. I mean, what is it, a tenth of a difference? You can't really tell. They both be flying up.
Who would you take
though?
If you had to start a team today, would you
right
take
now,
Westbrook or
based on what they've done so far? Probably Westbrook.
I'm taking John Wall just because I'm from D.C., baby.
Oh, now you from D.C.
Well, you know I'm here.
Hey, man, I'm trying to
Hey, Jeff Little, our Laker reporter, lives in L.A. He'll be on later tonight, folks. Remember that right here on the network. He says not a top 10, but definitely a winner. I'm trying. This is what I do, man.
Who was it?
That's fine.
Who the guys?
That's objective.
Oh, it was Kobe. That's all you need to know.
And listen,
you can't say that.
We're talking about point guard.
You can't make that statement.
We're not talking about a point guard that scores a bunch. See, y'all don't understand the position of a point guard.
I know. I understand it quite well.
Yeah, exactly.
The great facilitator.
About scoring.
I understand it quite well. Because I was a scorer in high school, had to become a distributor in college. I'm cool with that.
We've been too brainwashed by and one.
Right.
No, man, that's not basketball. Listen, where I played, if you threw it behind the back pass, come on. You just be right here with me.
Right.
No, that stuff is not realistic.
Allen Iverson was a scorer.
A true scorer, but he was not a point guard.
Exactly.
But he played.
He was because of his size.
Yeah, but he still played point.
Stockton was a great point guard.
Do you think that Westbrook's a point guard?
He's more a scorer.
Scorer too.
Okay, well I say this to people. If you say that about Westbrook, then you have to say that about D Rose, and that's my favorite player.
D Rose is a scorer too.
But I think he's a point guard. I just think he is a change of. He's a new age point guard.
Just because you can score doesn't mean you can't be a point guard. A good point guard knows when he needs to take a shot, when he needs to facilitate.
But see, so the problem is they ain't had no ball at Georgia. That's what that was.
That's all good though.
They ain't had no basketball at Georgia.
The Wizards picked one of our guys in the first round, Jarvis Hayes.
Jarvis, my boy, and he had a twin brother, right? Yeah, that's my boy. I mess with Jarvis, but Jarvis will be the first person to tell you he have a first round career.
We had Dominique.
Man, how you going back when you was in school?
Hey, baby, we got Dominique.
We had Dominique's nephew playing in Seattle for all them years.
We had Shandon Anderson played in the league for a while.
Come on, man.
We ain't even known for basketball. We ain't known for basketball. We had a few now.
We got good girls basketball.
That's true.
Well, let me say this. I gotta say a shout out. You probably went to school there with her. I gotta say a shout out to Corey Chambers. She part of the Sports Journey family. All time lead 3-point scorer. And that's who called me out. We got a 3-point contest in 2 weeks.
Oh, she gonna beat this.
Corey. Hey, Corey, I'm gonna bust that.
Hey, don't even show up.
I'm gonna bust that.
Don't you even show up. She gonna beat you. She gonna beat you.
She put something on Facebook, her hitting a half-court shot. Turn around talking about where you at late. I don't do that.
I'm Georgia all the way.
Don't do
that. Go Dogs.
Listen, folks, the people here, they're having a good time. RG3. They got some people want autographs. So.
Yeah, draft over. RG3 got picked.
Hey, we need you to take us out to a commercial break. Okay. I'm gonna come back there in a second. I'm about to let Chris Wilson.
Feel your ears sweaty.
We got our Carolina talent who came up from North Carolina.
Okay.
We got Eric covering the Panthers.
What's up?
That's what we trying to do down there with your guy, Thomas. Where's Thomas Davis?
Trying to get TD on.
Yeah, we try to do that with that man right there. So, yeah.
Hey, what we talking about right now? Let me give you an update. I was out there with the fans.
They were knocking the Big Ten. That's what they were doing.
I got you. You need 6 bars. Turn the beat up.
All right, man.
I was out there with the fans, man. It's complete pandemonium out there. Oh, turn me up, because it's loud in here. Ooh, West Coast.
That's all you. Anything to take us out to a break. That's all you.
Sports Journey. We officially got RG3. We about to go to the bowl. Playoffs first. About to quench my thirst. I think they need a nurse. First things first, we gon' stump the Saints. I'm saying it out loud. Ain't nothing that we ain't accomplished. We running down, abolish, laying boys down like Conan. I'm ice cold like the abominable snowman. Can you beat C-Dub? I don't think so, man. Hey, I shoot you like a free throw, man. I just flow, man. I just go, man. Hey, I'm from that 810, man. Where my glasses? Hold up.
Yeah, you need the
That's a good call right there.
There you go.
Acting crazy.
I'm back. Linebacking, running back jacking, quarterback sacking, give you a slapping, spanking. Hey, C-Dub, I'm just thinking. I'm out here oiled up like I was drinking. Hey, I'm high off life. I'm high off Christ like I was off that Jamaica. Giving up the praise to my Lord and Savior. Every time I grab a microphone, it's on. Everybody know I just go on. I flame on like I was the fantastic torture. Since I've been doing this on my porch, doing this since I was playing AAU. And listen up close because I'm talking to you. I take you to school. Hey, I'm so cool. The boys see dumb, I make y'all say ooh. Hey.
Hey, can y'all give him from a 1 to 10? His rhyme skills, in your opinion.
1 to 10?
1 to 10.
You know, I'm going to give my boy an 8.
All right, I'll take that.
This is off the cuff, and this is not a straight 8.
And I'm not a rapper. But
right.
You got to say that.
What does he need to do to get to a 10?
I just got to go off.
Listen, I just think, the guy ain't been thinking about no. He been out mingling with the crowd, so I'm gonna give him his 10.
Yeah,
a lot of guys talk about freestyle,
and then they come up with something they wrote down.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna throw the gauntlet out. Since you think you can do everything, can you get with that? He seriously was gonna say yeah.
If you gonna pick a weakness, that's one of them right there.
He was gonna say yeah, man.
It ain't nothing tough about rap.
No, it's not. I'm not a rapper.
The fact that you was gonna say yes, that's bad, man.
This is what everybody needs to realize, man. And so you correct me if I'm wrong. It's more than one member of the one-man gang. See, the name of the gang is
you got a bunch of them out there right now.
Yeah, it's a bunch of gang members out there. It's just called the one-man gang. You know?
They all out there right now, man.
We just drafted a new member to the one-man gang. You know what I mean?
All right, man. Well, look. Let's take a break because you guys have a lot of people out there that want to come over, mingle, sign some autographs. It's capital punishment. Yeah. You guys gonna have to learn how to take us out, man. You know?
No. This capital punishment featuring one-man gang and KT, the biggest figure. We doing it big here. Greene Turtle only. We'll be right back after this break.
Sports Journey.
Sports Journey Network.
Tired of lugging out your heavy, bulky pressure cleaner? You need the amazing Water Jet. It turns your ordinary garden hose into a super power washer, powerful enough to clean second-story windows. Here's how it works. Water flows through the volume reduction chambers where pressure builds until a powerful jet stream blasts through the precision-engineered solid brass tip. The control valve regulates the water pressure, great for siding, umbrellas, and awnings. Blast grime and weeds off brick and paver driveways. It attaches to any garden hose so you can take it along boating and camping. Quality built with stainless steel, aluminum, and solid brass, and only $19.95. You'll also get the bonus fan tip that creates a powerful fan-shaped spray. Scour away mold, scrub wood decks and docks, patios and pool decks, cars and trucks. Dial back the pressure to gently water flowers. There's more. We'll double the offer. You'll get 2 amazing water jets and 2 fan tips for only $19.95. Just pay additional processing and handling. Call to get the jet.
To order Water Jet, call 1-800-973-9853. Call now and we'll double the offer. Call 1-800-973-9853.
Want clear skin all over? Well, get set because Proactive's Deep Cleansing Body Wash is back. And so is free shipping. 2 hot summer deals. Now Proactive clears acne on your face and body, so you feel confident all over. And the body wash is yours free when you order Proactive today.
The deep cleansing wash, it really exfoliates the skin. I use that on my arms, my legs, my chest.
My skin was smoother. It got rid of the small little bumps on my shoulders and back.
Proactive has a $40 value, but with today's special offer, pay just $19.95 and your shipping is free. Plus, get the deep cleansing wash free to polish your skin to perfection.
I went out and bought a little spaghetti strap dress, and it was a really amazing feeling.
Act fast, and we'll add a free travel-size green tea moisturizer. Don't wait. Order Proactive today and get free shipping, but only for a limited time.
Are you stressed over credit cards and other debts? Maybe through no fault of your own? Imagine how it would feel to have that weight lifted right off your shoulders. Well, here's some good news from America's trusted name in debt relief. Care One providers have already helped over 4.5 million people in debt, and we can help you today. Just call this toll-free number to speak with a friendly representative, and in just minutes, you'll get your free debt relief analysis.
Regardless of your situation, Care One has an option for you.
We are there to help, and we do that in a way that's empathetic and supportive without judging their financial situation.
The credit card companies, I feel, are trying to keep you in debt and trying to keep it so you owe them money forever. And Care One is a good way to get you out of that and get you out of it fast.
A big burden was lifted off of my shoulders.
Care One threw me a lifeline.
Call Care One. They will help you.
Get debt relief from a company you can trust. Just call the toll-free number today.
If you're disabled and unable to work, pay attention to the following message.
If you're one of the millions of Americans who are disabled and unable to work, you may be entitled to disability benefits through Social Security. Receiving benefits is your right if you suffer from a physical or mental disability. Whether you're applying for the first time or you've already been denied, we can help. You'll be matched up with an advocate who will evaluate your situation, handle your application, deal with Social Security for you, and handle all appeals. Best of all, there's no fee until you receive your benefits. To get started, call the number on your screen now. And keep in mind, there are a vast number of conditions that make you eligible for disability benefits and dozens of additions that you may not be aware of. So if you're disabled and unable to work, call the Citizens Disability Helpline today for a free, no-obligation consultation.
Call 1-800-735-0219. Call now.
Hi, I'm Shannon Doherty. I've produced, I've directed, but now I'm doing something I've always wanted to do. I'm going to get my college degree. I logged on to Education Connection, the free service that showed me hundreds of schools and degrees. Now I'm getting my degree in liberal arts. But you could get yours in business, in nursing, even a degree in technology. Let Education Connection help you find the right program for free.
Log on now to 41educationmatching.com. That's 41educationmatching.com.
Sports Journey.
Sports Journey Network.
All right, everyone, welcome back. Capital Punishment right here on the Sports Journey Broadcasting Network. And just real quick, before as Lorenzo and Kedric sit back down, I want to bring in, scoot down just a little bit this way. Yeah, I want to bring in one of the new guys that's part of the network now. Mr. Eric Stevenson came up from Raleigh, North Carolina. It'll be our morning show here on Sports Journey Broadcast Network. Welcome.
Definitely good to be here, man.
You drove up here, man. I really appreciate that. You didn't have to do that.
No doubt, but man, I wouldn't miss this for the world, man. RG3 being announced to the DMV area, man. There's so much hysteria in here. The crowd is absolutely crazy, man. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world tonight, man.
You know, the network's growing. for us to be able to say that we have talent in North Carolina and your brother and you do a show together, and he's in Atlanta.
That's right.
So for you guys holding down the South, for us to say John McGann's right here in the DC DMV area, Miss Diane Cheeseboro's right here. Up in New York City, we have Corey Chambers up there, Cristiano Oliveira's up there, and then of course out there on the West Coast, the left coast, the other coast, Jeff Little is out there doing some great things, and in Orlando, Florida, Richie Owens, former Redskin, is down there. So I wanted to have this gentleman sit on the set with you guys.
Oh, that's what's up.
Show some love to the newbie in the group.
Charlotte, North Carolina in the house.
Yeah, you're saying so.
Definitely, I'll be at the NASCAR race this weekend.
Yeah,
shout out to NASCAR.
See, that's messed up, man. So we're gonna let C-Dub come in here with you guys and have some fun because I'm trying to get something to eat.
I hear you too. I need to get something to eat myself. Put an order in some wings.
Oh, I just ordered mine grilled. Staying away from the fries.
I thought you fell off the train, man. The diet train.
I'm holding on to it. Hey, I just got to keep holding it. It's hard to hold on.
No, I hear that.
Hey, we got to get the same thing popping down in Charlotte, man. I know y'all, it's Redskins country up here, but I'm bringing sports journey flavor down in Charlotte with the Panthers.
Right, I hear that.
Down there, man.
Definitely, Charlotte is, that's our old territory. You know what I'm saying? Before y'all had the Panthers, all the Charlotte people were Redskins fans. So
no doubt.
Their heart and hearts, whenever we play down there, we pack the stadium out.
I can attest to that, man. What's crazy, the majority of my family is actually Redskins fans. And, my pastor is a huge Redskins fan, and he's always right at the end zone seats when the Redskins come to town.
Okay, that's cool, yeah. We're going to have to hook you up, though. We got a couple of boys down there that might be able to help you out, so that'd be good to see if we can get you on down there as well.
No doubt, man. I keep a Redskin on the inside.
Okay, yeah, it's all good. Are you a Redskins fan? What are you?
Well, I'm a Panthers fan.
Okay.
You gotta be.
I played with the Panthers for 1 year. In 05, I was down there.
No doubt.
So I got a little taste of Charlotte, the Southern hospitality. That's where I really kind of fell in love with the city. So it's actually awesome. I love it going down there.
But the Panthers are fairly new, and every time the Redskins play there, Redskins fans come out the woodwork.
And we were just talking about that, and I was telling him how the majority of my family are actually Redskin fans.
Okay.
And now that we do have a team in Charlotte,
you got to support them.
I got to support them.
No, I feel that.
And just like I'm supporting my Bobcats right now, even though but they are on a streak.
Right. No,
everybody can't say that they're on a streak.
Right. No, I hear you.
So they're on a streak now, and I'm supporting the streak.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No doubt.
All news ain't good news.
Hey, but you know what? This is the time when you find out who the real fans are.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. Even with the Redskins in the past.
Miami just took Tannehill at number 8.
We got the diehards. We got a lot of great support, man. So I can only imagine with those guys, 20 years ago when they was winning those Super Bowls.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of those guys are still around and they still love them, still support them.
Dale Green.
Right, yeah, exactly. So I know when we get back there, it's going to just be ridiculous. They just waiting. They waiting to explode. So it's a lot of passion in this town. So I'm really excited. You saw it today when we saw RG3 get drafted.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
But the crazy thing about it is that's not even the exception. That's the rule around.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's the rule. Well, it's a car show, a football camp, a signing. The fans always come out in full force with a lot of energy. That's the great thing about being in this city and being a Redskin is that the fans are always there, support us through and through. That's why we live here year round.
Right.
Because the DMV just embraced us as one of their own.
No doubt, man. And I'm sure my family back home in North Carolina are very, very jealous right now. And I really appreciate being around all you Redskins.
Yeah.
They're not here around you guys.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to send a shout out to North Carolina. How you doing? Hi to my haters, all my Redskins fans in North Carolina. How y'all haters doing? I'm with the Redskins right
Big shout out Thomas Davis, Charles Johnson. We see you, boy.
No doubt. Yeah. Thomas Davis, man. Cool cat, man.
Yeah. Definitely. Georgia boy.
They must have been Georgia.
Yes,
we call him Pokey where we from.
Oh, okay. All right.
What's that mean? Right, what is Pokey?
Yeah, I don't know. That's just what they call him, Pokey.
Maybe it's kind of like Pookie,
Right, okay.
Nickname, man. But,
I think he was a real fat baby.
Yeah,
that's the story. I'm talking about, diabetes fat.
Oh man. Wow. But yeah, hopefully, man, I can hook up with him down there in Charlotte, man. We can bring that sports journey flavor down there in Carolina, man.
That's good. That'd be real beneficial.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
I love the DMV though, man. I don't get up here very often. But every time I come up here, I have a good time.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember some years ago, they had the NBA All-Star Weekend up here.
That's some years ago.
That's some years ago.
Some years.
Yeah, because I'm actually retiring from the Navy this month.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Well, thank you, brother.
Man.
Yeah.
Give it up.
Both my brother-in-laws went to the Naval Academy in the Navy, so thank you.
This is 20 years for me, man.
Let me ask you a question. Being from Charlotte, how do you think RG3 is going to affect the community and our football team?
If it's a quarter of what Cam Newton has done in Charlotte, it's going to be absolutely bananas here in Redskins territory. Just the outside of football, the rock star, the endorsement type things, and what he can do in the community as far as community events. I guarantee you he's going to draw huge crowds to community events. So hopefully he'll get here, get himself involved, YMCA or whatever community events, and bring the people out.
Right.
So that's what the area needs. I mean, whether it's a homeless shelter, a youth football program.
Right.
Yeah.
Star power brings the people out, and RG3 is going to bring that star power.
I feel that most definitely. Just talking to him and be able to see him, hear him talk, I think he'll be able to do that well.
No doubt.
Really get involved. So.
Yes, sir.
Hey, now you probably mentioned this already, but tell them what you got. I know you probably told them what you got going on with Sports Journey, but when is your show officially going to start?
Well, Monday morning, we're going to start 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. We're going to do a morning show. Me and my brother in Atlanta. What's going on, Terrell? My co-host, Terrell.
Okay.
So 7 to 9 a.m. Mondays and Wednesdays starting out. Then we're going to branch out from there. But we're going to bring comedy and sports.
Oh, that's what's up.
That's the branding of evaporshow.com.
Okay.
We do sports. We do comedy.
Right.
We have a lot of fun with it.
All right. So tell me something about yourself, man. Are you an athlete? Because a lot of us play now. We're doing it. So what's your sport? What's your passion?
My actual sport was football.
Okay.
I played cornerback.
All right.
So since I was in the Navy, we actually had intramural tackle football leagues, referees and everything, playoffs, Super Bowl, and we call it the Turkey Bowl because it happened every November.
Right.
So the last team I played on, we actually made it to the championship game, the Turkey Bowl.
Cool.
And what was crazy,
y'all made it or you took it?
I didn't want to come off as being braggadocious or anything.
Right.
I had a large part.
You had a huge
impact.
Did you own your own island?
Let me say this.
Do you have your own island?
I wore 21.
Okay.
I just put it like that.
In favor of who?
Deion Sanders.
Oh, okay, all right.
Prime
That's
time.
a great answer. All right, prime. That's my favorite athlete of all time.
He had a rule. You can't wear 21 in my neighborhood. You couldn't wear 21 or 23 if you couldn't play like 21 or 23.
Right.
Or at least close to it.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? At least close to it.
Right.
Like, I can see why he got 21 on.
Right, yeah.
So
I feel that.
I probably shouldn't wear 21 right now. I probably need to wear 45.
Speaking of Carolina, the Panthers are finna pick right now. Let's see who they gonna pick.
Oh, Carolina boy, Luke.
Who did they pick? A linebacker, Luke.
Linebacker.
Where's he got?
He a beast too.
Boston College. They're going defense. Y'all did struggle on defense last year.
Oh, he a beast.
Y'all did struggle on defense.
Well, they had a lot of people hurt down there too.
Well, let me tell you this.
Don't tell me how rough the water is.
Just get the boat in.
Let me tell you this. I was at the Panthers game on Veterans Day. Being in the military, I was there on Veterans Day. And I'm glad they picked someone on defense because they had a rough day on Veterans. Defensively, they had a rough day.
You saying they should have called in the Navy?
I'm saying they should have called the National Guard in. But they're obviously doing something to address the issues that they have on the defensive side of the ball. And I look forward to seeing the Carolina Panthers having a better record, a better season, better defensively and stopping teams this year. I look forward to that.
They're very competitive.
I mean, when Thomas Davis gonna be healthy, he's got this guy. Who's the other inside linebacker down there?
Beast.
Oh, yeah, Beast. Oh, yeah, he a beast too. He got hurt too. Didn't he? Brought his Achilles.
Yeah.
So you get those two guys back and add this guy. That's pretty good. And you got James Anderson that was down there balling too. He actually came in. I like him.
Yeah, James. Virginia Tech guy.
Yeah.
Virginia Tech. Okay.
Virginia Tech guy.
I'm an ACC guy myself. Being actually from Durham.
Right.
So I'm deep in the ACC. I know a lot of the actual Carolina, Duke, NC State players. So man, the ACC is where my heart is at.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, ACC. But DMV, man, I know y'all got Maryland up here, and I know Maryland and Duke don't mix. But they used to give it to Duke pretty good, though, when they built it.
Yeah, every time they played them, it's going to be a tough game.
Oh, yeah.
Throw the records out the bit.
Right.
Throw them out, man. But I'm going to have to get to the DMV more often, man. For two reasons. I'm having a good time, and I like making my family jealous. I love it. I have my uncle is he's the biggest Redskins fan in North
What's your uncle's name? What's your uncle's name? Go
is he in the
give him a
chat
shout
box?
out right now. Shout out.
I shouldn't even give him no shout out.
Is he in?
Uncle Clyde.
Uncle Clyde.
Uncle Clyde.
You got a Claude too?
Claude. He act like Claude.
Clyde ain't Claude.
Uncle Clyde, I'm here with the Redskins.
What's up?
Eat
Big
your
shout
heart
out, Uncle Claude.
Yeah.
So tell
Capital
me,
punishment in the building.
so you just stick to the big three sports, you know, basketball, baseball, football, or can you dabble in other things like NASCAR is real big down there. The hockey team is doing real good. Our hockey team is doing great, so that's why I ask you that.
Now, I do dibble and dabble. I don't mess with the hockey, not that much. Now, I'm following the Capitals right now for a few different reasons.
What, Joel Ward? He turned you on to him last night? The game winner?
I have to admit that I recently became a hockey fan for a few different reasons.
Okay.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Yeah.
But being in Carolina, we won the Stanley Cup too early. And it messed up the whole Carolina. All you saw was white and red for a year.
Right.
Things have changed over the past few years.
Yeah,
you don't get a lot of support.
It don't really snow that much down there anyway, so where y'all practicing at?
I don't think they practice this year. I don't think they practice this year at all. They just play games when they get the floor ready at the RBC. But I actually follow baseball too.
Okay.
You know, because I played a little baseball in high school, and I had an opportunity before I joined the Navy to play semi-pro baseball for the Durham Bulls.
Okay, that's what's up.
I had already signed the dotted line.
Right, yeah. Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam said,
had to go pay your debt to Davy Jones.
And I just finished paying my debt this month, 20 years later.
Oh, wow.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
Congrats on that, for sure.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. But we're going to bring the funny man, the sports journey, man. You guys, I watch you guys on the recorded shows, man.
Right.
I love you guys. You guys are funny. You know, you bring out not just the football, the X's and O's. You bring yourselves here. And I have a few family members that are in professional sports and some friends, and everyone doesn't open up. I've been around a lot of guys. You know,
standoffish a little bit to the media.
But to see you guys, and now to actually be around you guys, what I saw on the internet was not fake.
Right. Oh yeah.
I could have been fake. They ain't real.
Right.
They ain't shaking no hands.
Right.
They ain't kissing no babies.
Right.
But when I got here, you're shaking hands. I ain't seen nobody kissing no babies.
Right.
You are signing members.
My little niece over there. That's about the baby I'm kissing.
Baby Avery over there.
So they are kissing babies.
10-month-olds over there. But I definitely, I just think we all understand that, you know what, we didn't get here on our own. And so it took a lot of people instilling a lot of things in us, and that's why we're here. And so these people are just a reflection of all the people that poured into us growing up. So, you know, we're fans of different things like that, and so we're normal people. You know, I ain't gonna say we the average Joe, but we the average Joe. You know, we want to be a part of the people and understand where the people are coming from, because we are the people.
Wow,
capital punishment.
Right. Yeah, capital punishment. That's perfect. That sounded very political.
Right. Yeah.
You know, around
that's that DC. Right.
Election time.
Exactly.
You had the Obama swag going on. I can appreciate that.
Definitely. We are the people because we are the people.
Right. Well, it's 9 o'clock. Capital punishment with.
Hey man, it was a great first show.
Awesome.
I'd like to thank Lake.
Almost definitely.
One-man gang.
Phillip for coming out.
I got to give a shout out though to my Cats. You know, we didn't get a chance to talk to them tonight, but they went out Game 7.
We can go a little bit over.
Against Boston.
Yeah.
With all them Jawa and Lucci. I can't stand them guys. And after went out and got physical.
I need Lake. I'm about to
OV dominated.
I'm about to roast Lake.
And shame on Lake Lewis.
On my show. On my show.
Down them boys.
We did Crown It or Down It. That's what we do on the Chris Wilson show.
Crown It or Down It.
Crown It or Down It. The Cats are going to win Game 7. I said Crown It. He said down. He said there's no way they can come back. And we gonna make him eat his words on the air.
Yeah, where he at? Lake.
He's coming.
Come back.
And Lake was the first person I saw on Twitter to send a shout out to the Washington Capitals.
Yeah, see, you know what I mean? That's why people don't like the media.
Oh, is that what he did? That's why people
don't like the media.
Yeah, that's why people don't like the media.
Come here so we can kill
Like,
you.
they don't stick to their
They own you hard. Here you go, Lake.
I'm gonna give him give him his headset.
Yeah, we need you to eat your words.
Come on, yeah.
I want to put that on this so you can hear us. Eat it. Shame on you for not having confidence in the Caps. Shame on you.
Caps.
Go on and say sorry.
Crown it or down it.
Oh, man.
Crown it or down it.
I only hear this at one side of my ear. I only hear this in one ear.
Come on, right there. Go on and tell them.
Okay, listen.
I want an apology.
It's like
the Caps fans want an apology.
If y'all had read my tweet last night, that's what I said. I said,
your tweet.
I told you.
What'd you say on air?
Did I not tweet that?
Did you down it or did you crown it? We're not talking about after.
What about the Chris Wilson show?
We're talking about before the
What about the Chris Wilson show?
I'm offended that I would be called from outside to come in here to get ridiculed like
That's
this.
what we want to hear.
Yeah,
I'm offended, man.
We want a public apology.
That's all we want.
We want the Caps fans want a public apology. How can they follow Sports Journey?
You ain't the only one. There's a lot of guys out there that had a faith.
Hey, listen, man. Just because you went to the game and had a good time and all that good stuff, nobody in this town. I'm gonna say it right now. Nobody in this town thought they was gonna go into Boston and beat them in Saturday.
No, I did. You said crown it and down it. I said crown it. They beat them in Boston before. They gonna beat them in Boston
there
again.
was no way they were gonna get it done.
And you said down it,
and they did. And I was a man yesterday and said in my tweet it said I did not see this coming, but the Caps showed tremendous heart and congratulations. Continue.
Okay, now all you need to say now is I apologize.
Yeah, now say that right now.
I want to hear I apologize.
Tweeting is easy. That's like texting somebody.
What's that gonna do for y'all though? It's gonna do great. We wounded.
I'm saying, what's that? Come on, right there, baby, right there. Say it. Give it to him.
Never doubt the Caps again.
Hey.
No fair weather.
Ovi, I apologize.
There it is.
I apologize.
Now we can continue. Give it up. Go ahead. Give it up. Give him a round
Hey,
of
listen,
applause.
but to Boston Bruins fans, I'm not apologizing that a brother put you out the playoffs.
We needed that.
Good.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
We needed that.
He got too hot. He got out the kitchen.
Yeah, he got on out of here.
Hey, but we got versus mode. We got capital punishment, the Chris Wilson show. We got the score with John McGant. We got Nate Lewis, Sports Journey broadcast, and now coming to the Sports Journey broadcast starting this Monday, E-Vapors. We got a whole lineup, baby. Go to the website, sportsjourneybroadcast.com. It's on. I'm gonna let the host take this out.
Hey, capital punishment is in the building. We signing off. Y'all have a great night. Love y'all. Kiss the babies. Put them to bed.
Yeah.
We out of here.
Hey, official welcome to RG3.
No doubt.
And we gone.